Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have this position. It is white to play and win. And the problem is this knight, right? So it's defending the promotion square, so we can't promote. So that is the main problem of the puzzle. And guys, as always, go ahead, pause the video and guess the moves. Best of luck. Okay, welcome back. Here this king to e5 and king to d4 looks nice. It makes the king to move closer to the pawn, but let's see them one by one and let's see them if they work or not. If we just played to d4, that is going to make us draw the game immediately, because black would play knight to b5 check and forking the pawn, and this is just a draw, right? So this is not going to work, and just forget about this. And the other move that looks nice is to play king to e5. That looks nice, but now the king will move to g2. Black would make a king move. This looks quiet, but it does matter at the end. Now again, you can't play go and attack the knight because of knight to b5. Once again, a fork, right? So for that reason, in this position, you have to move, you have to go around, and you have to go around, kick the knight and promote your pawn. That is I think that is the best route for you. So in this position, once again, black would just play king to f3, slowly but surely getting closer to the party. So that is what black do, and you just continue with your plan. Black will just continue with their own, and by the time you just get close enough to the knight, black will just move to a8, and you just move to one of these squares. It doesn't really matter, and black would just move the king, right? So you move your king, and black would just move to d6. And now once you just capture the knight, black is just going to play king to c7, and from h1 black is now close enough to arrive at c7 and just completely filled the white king, and the white can't make any move, meaning this is just a stalemate, and this is just a draw, right? So in this position, like I said, it doesn't matter where the king moves. The king can move to c6, but black would just move to e5, and by the time you attack the knight, black would just move to d6, and it is the same story. It's just the same story, right? So for that reason, this route is not going to work either. So this is not the correct move. All of these are not the correct move. These two moves look nice and logical, but they are not the correct move. The correct move is actually to move the king to d3. That looks counterintuitive and completely ignore the basic logic of the game, getting closer to these pawns and promote the pawn. But the idea of this move is brilliant. So we are just avoiding the fork way before black think that, right? So black can move the king, same idea, to go there and to just join the party, which makes black more effective. But in this position, we are going to play king to c4, right? So here black will just move, and we are going to play king to c5, and once again black is going to move the king, and we just move, and now we are kicking the knight, and the knight has to move meaning on the next move we are going to just win the knight, and black is not in time. We are just one move just faster, and we just going to promote this way. So the idea of this counterintuitive game is actually brilliant. We are getting closer to this pawn, right? So we were on the e file, but we just move to the d file, right? That makes one step closer to the pawn. At the same time, it avoids the fork, right? It gets with the best, with the way that the knight doesn't fork, right? So that is the main purpose of moving the king to d3, and that is the solution of the puzzle. So guys, this is the video. If you found this entertaining and educational, make sure to subscribe my channel. I will upload similar chess puzzle study videos like this one, guys, every day. New video, guys. Make sure to subscribe, to comment, to share your thoughts on the comment section. I just read your comments, and I'm glad reading your comments. So guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.